Hello and welcome. My name is Raymond Dijoma, and I'm a real estate entrepreneur as well as a property lawyer here in Nigeria. So a few days ago, it was announced that Nigerian housing deficit has hit 28 million. So the question in the air is this good news or bad news? Where is Nigeria headed, specifically as it relates to the Nigerian real estate sector? Is this good news or is it bad news? So this is good news for some people and it is bad news for some others. So I'm going to basically focus on the good news to you who is an investor. If you are someone who has ever had interest in investing into real estate in Nigeria, this is good news to you. If you are somebody who possibly lives in the diaspora and haven't thought of investing in Nigeria, this is supposed to be good news to you because right here is an opportunity for you to begin to make your own money from the real estate sector. This video is brought to you by Fortreal Rei Ltd, a real estate company here in Nigeria. We're right here in the city of Abuja and we are committed to you. We are called the cash flow company because we don't just sell real estate, we sell sustainable wealth because all of our products are designed to ensure that you are gradually on your way to building sustainable wealth through real estate investments. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're yet to subscribe, do subscribe and stay in touch because we are here for you. You don't want to miss any of our videos. That's why you should consider turning on the notification button. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go right in. So, basically, like I said, we now have a 28 million deficit, housing deficit in Nigeria. The truth about it is, government has its role in resolving this. That is a fact. Government has a huge responsibility to play as regards this issue. But the truth about it is, it's not there yet. As a matter of fact, I think Buhari's government, former government, not this one now, when he was in the military era, his government boasts to have had the highest number of government provision for houses in Nigeria. That was around 40,000 units, right? So if it means that, assuming that the present government is able to do 1 million housing units, then we're looking at 27, right? So if you look at the possibility of bridging this gap in a short while, it would take a lot of magic to do that. Now that presents an opportunity to you who is an investor and has some money to spare, not just to spare, but to invest into real estate. Now, if you look at the trajectory of how our housing unit has moved, you will know that you can, even from today, continually make money in the Nigerian real estate sector. As at 1991, Nigerian housing unit was around 7 million. In 2007, it went to 12 million. And sometime in 2010, it hit 14 million housing deficit. And as at today, we are looking at 28 million. And guess what? Nigerian population is continually increasing and may be hitting 400 million in 2050. Now, all of these are statistics, and the reason I'm sharing them with you is so that you will have an idea of how this is an opportunity for you. So, like I already established, Nigeria or Nigerian government is not in its best element to be able to resolve this. And I don't think any government can even resolve this in the shortest possible time, right? Because this is a whole lot. 38 million housing deficit is a whole lot. So a lot now falls back to private individuals, the private sector, individuals like you and those in Nigeria and those in diaspora. Diasporans have been a huge support or a huge part of the development of the Nigerian real estate sector, even though some of them end up having issues along the line. But then we, being in the business, understand that most of their issues can be resolved if they use the right people, the right professionals. But that's just by the way, right? The point is, the diasporans have a lot of role to play in eliminating this gap. And it's not just a role, it's a role that comes with a lot of benefit, which is returns, great returns on investment, right? So with private individuals or private sector investing into the real estate, Nigerian real estate sector, you are bound to reap great dividends. You're bound to get great returns on your investment as far as investing in Nigeria is concerned. And that is the reason Real estate in Nigeria will always boom no matter what. Real estate in Nigeria will always boom. It will always be profitable. Right? All you have to do is to look into the right steps to take, do the right things, use the right people, the right professionals, and you will definitely be good to go. Now, I need you to pay attention to something. The people who are suffering or the housing deficit is affecting are not people who are at the top. So if you're going to be the type of guy that buys land for luxury purposes, you may just be serving those who already have or who do not have, are not affected by this problem. Rather, you as an investor who is looking into benefiting from this should begin to consider building or buying land for houses that are going to be able to meet these needs. So in other words, you have to look at low cost housing, not just building houses that will be rented by rich people. Of course, you make your money, right? But based on the context of this conversation, you want to look at low cost housing because there's massive need in that region. There's massive need. You can't have a 2-bedroom, a 3-bedroom, a 1-bedroom apartment in good locations in Abuja and not be rushed by people who need it. You cannot have it. Is rare. In fact, looking for houses in Abuja is a big deal. We have our rental department, and looking for houses for clients are always an issue because there is deficit, and that deficit is a huge reason why landlords in Abuja keep cashing out. They keep cashing out, and you may want to consider joining that league. So in summary, here are a few things that you can do to join the league of those who are going to benefit from this huge opportunity and huge potential that Nigeria has in terms of its real estate sector, especially based on the present 28 million housing deficit. First, you want to consider land banking. Land banking is, in my opinion, the lowest entry point to investing into real estate, right? So you basically just buy lands and keep them, let them appreciate, and then if you can do that at a multiple level, then you can allow compound interest to take place, and thereafter you begin to sell and build. We have a complete series on land banking. You can check them out on this channel, right? And then secondly, you may want to now start considering rental income, and then rental income you can do either commercial or residential, but either way you will make your money in the Nigerian real estate sector. Some people are going to consider doing short-let. That's number 3, right? You can do short-let apartments, and either way you still make your money, but you need money to be able to do that, right? And then thirdly, you want to begin to consider selling, or fourthly rather, you want to consider selling real estate because service providers within the sector will also benefit because there will always be need for their services, especially in the sector where there's a lot of scam, right? So if you're able to stand out as a professional, then you definitely will benefit from this present situation. And then lastly, if you're a developer, of course you need money to be able to be a developer. Either way, the 5th level or the 5th way you can benefit from this is being a developer. You can either flip and sell, or you can either buy and develop from ground or from scratch as an estate developer. So either way, you will benefit from real estate in Nigeria. So that's basically what I wanted to share with you today as my opinion on the issue of the 28 million housing deficit. Again, my name is Raymond D. German. I'm a real estate entrepreneur as well as a property lawyer right here in Nigeria. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are yet subscribed, do subscribe and stay in touch. We bring you the best of real estate and investment opportunities right here on this channel. And we don't just share the investment opportunities with you. We also educate you so that you know how to safely invest in a city like Abuja or Nigeria by extension. So with the right knowledge that we are sharing with you, you also know how to checkmate us. All right, so altogether, remember, we are the cash flow company. We don't just sell real estate, we sell sustainable wealth. Ladies and gentlemen, bye-bye.